Hey Nancy, good morning. My name is Brian Vermillion. I just got off the phone with you. I appreciate your time on the phone today. I wanted to take a minute, first of all, to introduce myself and put a face to the name, to show you who to be working with. And secondly, to show you the Civic I was talking about. This is the Civic touring model. I apologize if the video is going to be a little bouncy. I have a broken leg, so I'll be getting around on my scooter. So I do apologize for that, but I'll do the best I can. Anyway, the touring model. This is the top of the line Civic. Something they've added starting in 16, they added a remote start to the key fob. First time Honda's done that. The touring package is also going to have the fog lights up front, aluminum alloy wheels, the in-the-mirror turn signal indicators. Of course, it's going to have the sunroof, remote entry, so that little button is on the door. Capless gas tank. There's the back of it. There's the touring badge. Let me also show you the trunk space in this thing. Even for a small size sedan, this is a very spacious trunk. That package I was telling you about, this is something that we do. We add that aftermarket rubber mat that's going to protect your trunk if you do any kind of traveling and moving stuff in and out of that. The other side, one of my personal favorite features that Honda does is there's a camera built into this passenger side mirror here. It's called Honda Lane Watch. So basically what happens is when you put your turn signal on to change lanes, it will show everything to the right side of your car, virtually eliminating your blind spot. Really cool feature. Let me hop in here real quick and show you the inside. All right, here is the inside. This is the black seats that I was telling you about. The red one will also have the same seats. These are heated and they are power. Real quick before I sit down, I'll show you the back seat. Very spacious for a smaller size sedan. Now this car, the 16 Civic, which is the exact same thing as the 17, won North American Car of the Year, voted by Kelley Blue Book. So this is it. This is the best car made in 2016. Go ahead and get in here. Let's have a push button start. For the coolest thing they've added to this, starting in 16, they've added this secondary multi-informational display. So it kind of works in tandem with this screen over here. What's cool about it is you can kind of mix and match what information you want on which screen. Since this one's going to be in your line of sight, most people put their most needed information right here. But as you can see, you have a list of different options. There's your fuel economy. Now you do have a turbo booster since this is the sensing package. So this is your turbo monitor. You will have navigation, since once again this is touring, so there's your navigation monitor. So once you have a destination plugged in, they'll give you turn-by-turn directions on here, as well as on the big screen. Music information. And there's your Bluetooth, so you can access your phone book. Now all of the same features can be seen here also on this bigger touchscreen. So like I said, you can kind of play with it and put some information on one screen and the other information on the other. Have a high quality screen display here. This does have another one of my favorite features, is a smartphone connection, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So basically what that is, if you have a smartphone, which I assume you do, you plug in your phone to the connector and it will put a lot of your apps up on the screen. So then you can access Siri, your personal assistant, do all your hands-free calling, texting, just a full access to everything. Of course, you're going to have Bluetooth. You do have backup camera. The backup camera does have dynamic guidelines, so when you turn the steering wheel, you'll notice that the orange lines turn and they predict the path that the car is going to go, so it makes reversing very easy. You also have 3 different views. You have the wide angle, normal, and top down. So that's actually where your car ends. So if you're parallel parking or parking up against the curb, you can see exactly where, how much space you have within a matter of half an inch. Dual climate control, so driver side, passenger side. These are the seat warmers. You do have an eco mode. This thing gets, I believe it's 42 miles per gallon. That's with a turbo engine, by the way. So with the eco, if you turn it on, that'll actually bump that to 44, which is almost up in the hybrid territory. And this has a turbo engine. It's crazy. You have electronic parking brake. Really awesome design in the middle. So you have your storage down here, and there's where you plug in your smartphone. Then you have an easy pass to run your cables to keep everything nice and tight and organized. Your armrest kind of doubles as the organizer here. A bunch of different configurations. You can push the coin tray up and back, the secondary cup holder front and back, and then As you can see, you have a real deep well for your big gulp cup. Touring is going to have the sunroof. And last but definitely not least, on the Touring model, you have something called a sensing package. It's these buttons over here. Basically what the features are, this button here, the car will drive itself. So if you start to swerve and you're just fall asleep at the wheel, you're unconscious, have a heart attack, the car will drive itself if this mode has been activated. The second part of that safety feature is you have adaptive cruise control. So if you set your cruise speed to a certain mileage and you're coming up on a car in front of you too quick, the car will gauge that distance and reset your cruise speed to follow at a safe distance. Another one of the safety features that adds, the car will stop itself if you're about to rear end somebody. So there's a radar that can see if there's a car stopped in front of you, and if you're coming up on it too quick, it'll vibrate the steering wheel and let you kind of make you aware that you're coming in too fast. The second stage, if you fail to do anything, is it'll lightly apply pressure to the brakes, and the third stage, it'll put a lot of pressure on the brakes, basically making you come to a stop. And then last, you have this road departure warning. So once again, if you start to swerve out of the lanes, not only will it drive itself, but it'll also vibrate you, the steering wheel. So it'll wake you up if you're asleep and just, let you pay attention. One more thing I want to show you, that camera that I was telling you about in your passenger side mirror. I'm going to put on my turn signal like I'm changing lanes. And there is everything to the right side of my car. Like I said, it'll virtually eliminate your blind spot. When I have this on my Accord, when I'm changing lanes, all I have to do is look out that window. Everything else to the back here is covered by that. It's about 4 lanes over. It's been a necessity. I can't describe how much it's easier it's made my life. I no longer have to turn my neck. I'm sure you're like me, where everybody kind of starts swerving or merging over in the lanes before they actually commit to it. And I think if it'll prevent you from one side swipe, it'll be well worth the money. So anyway, this is it. I'm sorry I was kind of long-winded, but it is a Touring, so there's a lot of stuff to show you. I look forward to meeting you on Saturday. I'll have this sucker pulled up and ready for you. Just let me know a rough ETA when you'll be here, and I'll be happy to work with you. So once again, my name is Brian Vermillion. My cell phone number 903-330-2106. Thanks, and I look forward to working with you.